Now let's get lively.
Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko.
The Lip versus the Matrix. I'm still Team Loma for this. I just don't see Haney's style being able to work against Loma.
Okay, so interestingly enough, the person who's made the best point about this, Teofimo Lopez. The only reason he has the best point on it is because he's done the job.
Yeah.
All right. He said in a quote that Devin Haney's style isn't built for somebody like Lomachenko. He said, the only reason I was able to beat Lomachenko is because I smothered him.
Man, he had a sore shoulder.
Yeah, and that. But 100% in that fight, like Tio did come forward most of the fight, which negates Loma's style. He doesn't have that time to move around you and set up his shots and get off those little like pitter-pat combos that lead to bigger shots and movements and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
He just essentially negated his style, which he says like unless Devin Haney decides to come forward more than he did in like probably the Kambosos rematch, then he's not going to be able to negate any of the weapons that Loma has.
Yeah.
Which
I just
fuckhead, but good point.
Yeah. I don't see that style working against Loma, especially like as soon as you try to clinch him, he like does that where he like holds his arms up and just dip down. That works against Haney because the ref is just instantly has to get in there and stop it. The way he just knows how to maneuver around. He's like one of them fucking cool people, matadors. I don't like him.
Oh yeah, that's it. Like Devin Haney has quite a high boxing IQ when it comes to defense and like shot placement and all that kind of thing. But as a full package, Loma is probably like one of the smartest boxers that there is.
Yeah, 100%. I don't see a way that Haney gets it done.
He's a southpaw too.
Loma, Haney.
No, Loma's a southpaw, and like Haney has notoriously had problems with them.
Yeah, fucking. He's looking like pretty jacked as well going into this fight, which I feel like becomes a bit of an issue because he's going to get drained even further.
100%. He's going to have to drain himself quite heavily to make it to that weight.
Which I don't know why he's doing that. Like he already struggles to get there, and now he's going to make it harder on himself.
And the entire basis of his offense is works off this jab, right? Whether he's moving backwards or whether he's moving forwards. He's generally only ever moving backwards, though. He's not a offensive fighter. So if he doesn't throw that right hand like twice as much as he did in that Kambosos fight, he's not going to be able to deter Loma. Because the right hand coming down the pipe is what you like, your best weapon against a southpaw.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on like how Haney shows up because you see like how he showed up in the second Kambosos fight and he had like a bit of ticker in him, you know what I mean? So it's like really dependent. Like I don't know, but then you look at Loma and Loma's like steps ahead of Kambosos.
He's
like
steps ahead, but he's also years ahead when it comes to like experience, and not experience in the sense of like he's had more fights, experience in the sense of like, whoa, yeah, he's had way more fucking fights. He had a huge fucking amateur career.
Yeah.
And he's had more pro fights, or just as many pro fights. So, like, is it coming to that point where Loma's just getting too old to deal with these young kids?
Yeah, the age difference is pretty big, eh? How old's Haney? Like 24 or something?
Yeah, I think there is actually like a 10-year age difference between them.
Yeah.
Haney's like mid-20s.
Yeah. Yeah, Loma's like mid-30s, early 30s.
34 or something, I believe.
I mean, I don't really see him like slowing down a great deal. Like you see some of the pressure he puts on like people in his last couple of fights, and it's not like he's like pitter-patted and barely getting the job done. Like he's still just dominating. There's like, the fight he lost against Lopez where you can tell he wasn't all in until maybe the last couple of rounds where he kind of fucking just thought like, oh, fuck it. Like now or never type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen him lose a step. I don't know.
The last fight was a little bit iffy kind of thing, but it's hard to say whether it's like, oh, he's completely going downhill or it's like that was just a bad fight for him.
Yeah.
Because the last two fights before that, he looked absolutely fucking unstoppable.
Was that Comey dude or whatever his name
Yeah,
was?
when he was yelling at the Comey's corner to like stop the fight.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he's still got his usual swagger in that fight. Like,
Yeah. Oh, and
and
then the fight, I think it was either before or after that when he fought that Asian guy and just fucking he was just dancing around him.
yeah. Yeah, I like Loma's chances in this fight.
And like Haney has good all right, so Haney has good like sort of slip and head movement and like good blocking and that kind of stuff, but he doesn't have good lateral movement like Loma does.
Yeah. A little matador. Yeah, I see Loma's angles being a real issue. And just like his ability to like kind of shrug and wiggle his way out of clinches.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he gets clinched, he's just like, oh, no.
Yeah, that weird little tactic that he has of yeah, like you said, like
Well, he
putting
just puts his
all
arms
the way up and
straight
just
up and then
sort
dips
of
straight down.
drops. Yeah, he doesn't really engage in the clinch too much.
No. And it just leaves like no opportunity to like kind of box inside because as soon as you get a hold of him, he's just like, yeet, out the back door.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I like Loma's chances.
I still think it's going to be a close fight, but yeah, I think he can get it done.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, it'll be. I don't feel like Loma finishes him unless he like really invests into the body.
No, I
'Cause-
don't think either of them get finished.
No.
I think this is probably a 12-round fight.
My only thoughts behind it is like how much he's gonna have to drain himself, putting all the extra muscle on. He's gonna have to drain himself harder. That's why many of you like really invest in the body. That's Loma's chance, I reckon.
Yeah, potentially. He
Just
has
fucking,
stopped people with body shots before.
yeah, just dig the fuck into it every chance you get.
Yeah.
Bring a shovel, boys.
But yeah, so what's that? What's your prediction?
Um,
Final prediction there.
I'm gonna spice it up and say Loma round 11
Okay.
TKO.
Interesting.
No mas.
I'm
gonna give it a no mas.
gonna
Fuck it.
that'd be great, man. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd yeah, as much as I'd love to see a knockout, I think it's gonna be probably like a majority decision. Not like a UD or anything like that. I think it might be close enough that two judges will have it one way and one judge might like just score it for Haney kind of thing in a bit of a controversial scorecard.
Yeah.
But I think Loma is probably going to go home with the gold.
Yeah, I think so.
And it'll be like it's one of those things though. It's like it's not going to be disappointing to see if Devin Haney is able to outbox Lomachenko.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like good in a sense of like, oh, we have a good up and comer.
Exactly. It'll be a very good like it'll be the passing of the torch in a sense.
Yeah. Well, like you got to think of it like Haney's style is like watching wrestling in MMA.
Yes.
Really. So it's like
that's the best way to equate it.
You've got to appreciate that style because it is a part of the game. Like, and now that like you've seen Floyd really like master a version of that style. Then you see more people like, oh fuck, like yeah, I can just work on not getting hit. Like that's fucking dope. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but
no, it's a good point in the sense that like you do have to be very into boxing and the science of boxing itself to actually appreciate what he's doing in there.
yeah,
it's not, and like even then, in any stretch of the imagination, it's not exciting to watch, but it's interesting in the sense of how he's able to just do one thing and negate so many like other attributes that people have. But you're going against somebody who's got all the attributes.
Yeah, so, and he's like, he's been in the fucking limelight. He's not worried about the big lights, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun fight, I reckon.
It really is, man. It's gonna be a fucking great weekend.